Joining us now is a man who knows all about weight loss, AQ Shipley. What's up, brother?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey, man.
Hey, fresh out of bed. Called him. I literally was.
I'm tired as shit.
I was AQ Shipley's wake-up call. This where everybody knows me, knows that I FaceTime. That's all I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't call. I only FaceTime. I asked AQ if he could come on the show today, and he did not know that I have an early flight, though, so we had to kind of move some things up. I didn't give him the heads up. I wanted to do it face-to-face like a man.
Yeah.
So I FaceTimed him at about 6:30 his time, a.m. And he answers completely naked, I think, from bed. And I'm excited to be AQ, how's it going?
Great, man. Really, really fucking pumped.
You sleep naked. You're a naked sleeper, I assume? You're a big man.
Yeah, I get way too hot. I got a sweater vest for chest hair.
Nice.
Are you?
I need as few layers as possible.
I don't sleep. I can't sleep naked. I gotta wear basketball shorts. I wear basketball.
At least, just in case I wake up and the covers aren't on and everything's not looking great. I don't want my girlfriend to look over and be like, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to break up with that."
You think you're gonna get left with how you look?
Yeah.
You think you're
I'm married. I don't got to impress anybody.
I know, AQ. You're married with a kid now. Life has changed and all these things. Do you know about our weight loss challenge that is happening January 1st to January 31st in the office over here?
I didn't know you guys were doing it again. I remember it last year, though.
So what's happening is we've upped the stakes. It's now for $9,999 American dollars. It's teams now. We got Nick is with Diggs. Diggs is losing the weight there. Nick is his manager. Me and Zito. I am Zito's weight consultant. I am his manager. Ty Schmidt and my father are playing for the Pat McAfee Foundation. And Connor and Todd. Todd's losing the weight. Connor's his motivator. January 1st to January 31st. I watched you lose like 12 pounds in one day before. What are some of your advice for this whole thing?
Magnesium citrate. We've talked about this before.
It's the
Great
best.
drink.
Zito.
That's one thing.
He's
Two,
writing it in highlighter.
I would also recommend, because I've had to do this before, where I've had to lose like 10 to 15 before training camp in like a 2-week period. So long cardio, definitely long cardio. Doesn't need to be intense, but if you're walking at, let's say, 4-degree incline at 3 miles per hour for 45 minutes to an hour, weight comes right off.
Towel around the neck, too,
wear
right?
a rubber suit, too. Always wear a rubber suit.
Did you say a tie around your neck?
Towel. You gotta go towel around the neck at all times.
I think that's for after the workout.
Yeah.
No, it makes you look better on the treadmill.
Hey, we don't care about how you look,
Yeah.
Zito. We're here for fucking results. Unbelievable. Just
should
listen,
walk to work.
listen to the man who has scammed his way into keeping thousands of dollars in his bank account by losing weight quickly for weigh-ins.
My apology, AQ. Can you please keep going?
I got a lot of tricks. This guy better fucking listen. Jesus.
He's not really good at listening.
No.
That's not his strong suit. I would hope losing weight is. What is the most amount of weight you've lost right before a weigh-in? Like, was there ever like a Wednesday night before a weigh-in, or I don't know what days they are now? Because these are all finable offenses. Like $1,000 a pound is sometimes the rule this thing goes. And AQ used to come in the morning of these weigh-ins looking terrible. They obviously had been up all fucking night. AQ, what is the move? What has been your biggest weight loss?
I mean, I'd say overnight the biggest weight loss has been 10. Overnight.
Is that not insane?
That's a
And
decent
that's all
shit.
from the magnesium thing?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's that, and then what I would do. So here was my move, right? So
Zito writes this down.
I would do the magnesium, and then I would do a sauna the night session before. But then I would wake up like 2 hours early. So let's say first meeting was at 8 a.m. I would get to the facility at 6, weigh myself. If I was still 3.5 over, I would go in the hot tub up to my neck, and I would stay in there as long as I possibly
gonna be a
could
problem
before I
for
was
us.
about to pass out. Then I would get out, find the coldest place possible to get myself back to life, and then find the sauna and go in the sauna in the steam room again and do that. And I would work that cycle all the way up until 8 o'clock and then weigh in.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Did you ever weigh in over what you thought you were going to or had to weigh in at?
No, I always
too.
got down. It was always 310 that I think I needed to be, and I think like the most I ever was like the night before was like 321.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I always got down to, like, they always gave you like that half a pound leeway. So like I think the highest I ever was like 310.4 or something like that.
Zito has a question.
Hey, Q. So my strategy coming into this whole challenge is I'm trying to gain as much weight as possible, and then losing it January 1st. Is that a smart move?
Horrible fucking move.
Why isn't the new? No. He has chatted with his consultant too, so it's not getting crazy. My off-season weight that I gained quick, that was the easiest ones to get off.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you though. This is what I'm gonna tell you. The more weight you gain, as you gain the weight, the metabolism gets fucking worse.
I don't think I have metabolism.
I don't know why but he's even concerned, AQ. He weighs by far the most out of all of us. But in my case, I weigh 205. He walks around he says 260, probably more like 270.
Football weight.
I have to put on weight this month, don't I? Because I got to have something to lose.
Yeah, I think
He's old though too. By the way, hey,
I think.
Hey, this guy's an old man too, so the metabolic rate, like that shit slows down naturally. I think to begin with, going into this answer,
I think you're in a bad spot there, Hoss. I think you need to talk these guys into doing a percentage.
We did.
Weight
we
loss.
did, we did.
Pounds weight loss.
It is percentage,
Yeah.
but still, when you add it up, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of
It
difference.
doesn't help you out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're fucked.
Zito, hey, somebody posted me a picture, or somebody sent me a picture on the Twitter of you taking a knee in an Arizona Cardinals jersey. It was an all
Oh
white.
man,
AQ.
Bad angle, guys. Bad angle.
Hey, he got to the Colts, and we're an all white squad, right? Our teams, we literally wear white Spanx on the field. That was like our go-to uniform. AQ, one of the first games, walks up to me. Do I look like the Michelin Man?
And you want to know what the worst part is? I'm fucking watching the game last week, and they're wearing all blue. When did this happen?
color rush, AQ. It's color rush. AQ, I'm looking at your Fab 22 picture, and you look great.
What 2.0 picture?
The Fab 22 from high school. It came out. It was like an anniversary last week, and everyone was tagging
Oh man,
you.
I was real spelt back then, guys. Real spelt.
You're a hooper too, right? Weren't you a basketball player, a big-time basketball player?
Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
AQ was like a freak in the paint, I guess. This
nice.
guy was immovable object down there.
You know what? You want to know what's funny? Like, so I got a bunch of text messages from people. Like, I got put into that WPIL Hall of Fame last year, right?
Congratulations.
And
I have not.
80% of the introduction video was about me playing basketball. And like my one buddy texted me, he was like, "Let's not fucking make this about basketball. You didn't get in because of basketball."
That's got to make you feel like a much better athlete, though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sitting next to like this girl who like played in the WNBA. I'm like, yeah, just so we're clear. I used to be able to do that.
Just so we're clear. Oh, you are a fucking idiot. What have you been watching college football? It's also NHL season. How are we feeling? How's AQ Shipley's fanhood feeling?
I was in a bad spot about hockey season until last night, till we took down the number one team, Penguins. Hornquist, fastest in Penguins history. We're doing it. We're back on track. College football season's going to be an interesting bowl season. I don't think Notre Dame's nearly as good as people make them out to be. I think they're going to have a rough playoff.
Listen to this, real analyst.
I don't know how Alabama's going to do. I mean, the Tua guy, you know, he goes down and Hurts goes in, and they look better than they ever did. I don't get it. I mean, they definitely weren't going to beat the Buffalo Bills with Tua in there.
All right, please finish your thoughts here, please. Oklahoma's also in there. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, ton of points, no defense. Don't know where that's going to go. We'll see what happens when they play a defense, if they play a defense, because college football's not known for defense anymore.
How about Sunshine down there in Clemson? That kid looks unbelievable.
Who's that?
Sunshine down there. I think what's his name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
Kelly Lawrence.
That kid can really throw the ball.
Kelly,
Oh, man.
you had it. That was the guy who's transferring.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to Arkansas.
Kelly Bryant was the first one.
Missouri.
Missouri, yeah.
Missouri now.
Missouri,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Make up your mind, Kelly.
Yeah. I know my football, man. I'm a college football analyst.
Of course.
Hey, did you see me do color commentator?
I listened to some of the clips. I liked the. See if I can get this right. I'm probably gonna fuck it all up. Let's see if it was live good, feel good, play good, die good, die good, something like that.
That's Dion too, by the way. That's a throwback for. I don't know if Dion did the whole thing, but it stems from a Deion Sanders quote. Yeah, man, you look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good, you live good, you die good. And isn't that what we're just trying to do?
I think Dion's cuts off
No,
after
I mean,
get paid. I honestly think you added the last part.
And if you really,
Yeah.
did I really make that?
I always heard it as look good, feel good, play good, get paid good, and that was it.
I
mean,
never even
Same.
heard the get paid good. I always look good, feel good, play good. Yeah, because of Jerry Rice.
Play good, pay good.
I think Dion added a few, and I
think
think
Jerry-
Oh, now you're right. I wonder who's going to
So
get
hold
it
on,
after you.
it's me, Jerry, and Dion.
Yeah.
Of course it
well,
is.
Pat took it to death. So
I killed that thing.
It's going to be when Jesus comes back. He's going to add, resurrect
You
good.
should probably retire now with your name in that company.
What you say, you? What are you saying over there?
I think you should probably retire now if you're going to put your name in that fucking company. I think you should.
Hey, I didn't put it in there. People are saying it. Not me, AQ. People are saying it.
Yeah, but regardless, it's being mentioned, so retire. I think that's it.
I've already done it once. I'll do it again. AQ, I'll do it again. I don't know. By the way, how many years did I want to retire before I actually retired, AQ?
Oh man, I was hearing it at least a good 2 on plane rides.
I was ready, man. I just fell out of love with going to work. Are you enjoying going to work still? You got rehab right now. You've had like 45 surgeries. I don't know how you're still doing it 10 years in here.
I'll tell you what, it's I still enjoy the game. I'm telling you, being away from the game this year has made me miss it more. I've watched more football this year than I have in the last 10 years. I mean, normally you watch film during the week and you watch so much of it that when you get home from work, the last thing you want to do is watch football. So for years and years and years, I'd get home from work and I would turn on I almost made the ESPN and NFL channels blocked on my TV. I wanted nothing to do with it. But
Because of football, yeah.
I remember week 2 this year, my wife's like, why are we watching another game? What is happening?
That's awesome.
And this whole year, not playing it has made me miss it a little bit. So I'm excited to get back out there. No question about that.
Okay, so you got your knee done there in training camp. It was early in training camp. You tore your ACL. First time you've ever done that, I think. You got surgery.
Yep.
I think 3 weeks later you were doing squats. It made no sense to me. I did not understand any of it. You just got a scope as well, and you're already walking. I mean, who's your rehab guy out there, and what's going on?
I'm telling you, I either you went to the wrong person or
Feels like.
I went to the right person. It sounds like one of the two.
So you're literally he just got his knee done. Mm-hmm. What was that like? How many days ago did you get your knee done? We're probably breaking news right now. We might have to dump all of this. I don't know if AQ wants this out.
No, you're fine. Six days ago, I just got it cleaned up.
And yesterday he calls me just walking to his car. I wasn't allowed to leave my fucking bed for a week. I was literally told you're not allowed to move because it'll swell up. Mm-hmm. AQ was dancing, FaceTiming me and dancing.
You got that awesome cane, though.
Bro, yeah. I had one of the best cane limp walks in the history of probably cane limp. I'm excited to get I won't. That's why I had to do it. Because I think if I was to get to that stage of life, I'd have a good limp with that cane. But now where I'm not going to make it, I don't think, which is a real fucking shame. But AQ doesn't even have fucking anything. I don't understand it. Are you ready to go back? When will you be full speed again?
In a week, honestly. As soon as I get the stitches out.
Oh, sweet.
As soon as I get the stitches out, I'm full tilt again. It's just all they did was they went in, they cleaned a few things out, and they wheeled me to my car in a wheelchair, and they were like, if you can walk, get up and walk and get out. Doc wanted me to kind of
So we're back for the
get
playoffs.
rolling right away, wanted me to walk, to go to dinner that day, go find a store, walk around there, just get out of the house and do all that. So he's pretty aggressive with his rehab and getting it moving and getting the blood flowing and doing all that. And it has worked well so far.
I think healing does have to do with your body composition. I was reading this internet article about they said certain humans used to breed with Neanderthals back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's where we get Brock Lesnar and all that. And I could see you being one of those. AQ, like the result of, somewhere down the line, a human fucking
That's
Neanderthal.
where we get the Brock Lesnar's.
I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment.
No, I mean, that's
I
where
think
you
he
get
knows.
these superior, strong.
Your family's
think
fucking
Based on that
Neanderthals.
picture where I'm kneeling in the end zone, I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that picture of that guy who looks probably like 90% of American guys is able to play in the NFL for 10 years, able to be a basketball stud, be an athlete. You're built different, AQ. You're not supposed to be as athletic as you are. Your body is built to be in the mills. Your body is built to...
Let me also say something, right? Because I need to say this, right? Brock Lesnar couldn't play in the fucking NFL.
Couldn't hack it.
That's a good point.
Whoa.
Bum.
That's how it. That was at
watch
Diggs. Hey, hold on, AQ. Hey, I would like everybody to know at AQ Shipley, center for the Arizona Cardinals, led off with that Brock comment, and then at Diggs with a Z, D-I-G-Z, doubled down with the bitch comment. If this happens to land in the ears of anybody near Brock Lesnar, I would like you to know that that's Diggs and AQ Shipley.
I'd like to clarify. I said bum, not
That'd be a
bitch.
real shame.
Would be a real shame.
I mean, I hope it doesn't end up anywhere near him. That guy's a scary human being.
But he really he tried, right? He was with the Vikings.
Yeah.
He was
yeah.
a Viking, which makes sense. Neanderthal. I mean, he's a barbarian of a man. I would never want to piss him off. How's Penn State going to handle just not being a part of anything relevant again for another year?
I mean, you're saying playing Kentucky in the Citrus Bowl isn't relevant? Like,
Hey, Kentucky was good this year.
were.
They could sneak up on Penn State, and West Virginia's got Syracuse. Syracuse was very fucking good this year. Those are two games there where we could both get beat. I think we could both get beat in those games.
I do appreciate that. Like, at least the committee tried to like make a rivalry game with you guys. I appreciate that. Like, I wish they would take more notice of that because there used to be so many older rivalries. For instance, I mean, obviously Syracuse West Virginia was a long time rivalry, so they make that a bowl game, and at least it brings back appeal. You know what I mean?
AQ.
I wish.
Who would Penn State have played this year that would have been a bigger game? Is Penn State
I'm not saying
still
it was a
behind the
bigger
program?
game, but I mean, you could have. I mean, I think Penn State. I mean, I know Pitt. Obviously, I'm
Watch it.
If they didn't already
Watch
play
it.
this year,
out there because I can't stand all the Pitt people. But
they're the worst.
you know,
have
they
one in
obviously
that
were a
building.
7-6 team throughout the year. So I mean, it wouldn't be very much appeal. But the rivalry in a bowl game would be very, very much heightened.
Do the Penn State fans still have faith in John Franklin's Penn State team?
Who the hell's John Franklin?
Jimmy.
James.
There you go. Jesus.
To be honest, I knew it was a J. I mean, can we not get? To be honest, in my head, it was either John or James. It was like when you're in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it was 50-50 thing.
Yep.
I took a shot with John, his reaction, so I knew it was James. Like, you know, I went in there with 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mean, they're gonna have 3 10-win seasons if they win this game in a row, and that's the first time in 40 years or 30 years or something that's happened. So I think you have to. I mean, obviously this year was a little bit of a disappointment, but I also think that they weren't nearly as good as they were last year, and it also let everybody else realize that Saquon Barkley was that damn good.
Oh.
And they still lost some games when he was there too.
That makes sense. So somehow the cult is spinning this to make Saquon Barkley look even better.
So you give James Franklin another year, then you bring in Urban Meyer.
Is that what's going to happen?
Well, I think
He's going to Notre Dame.
the one thing that James has done a great job of is recruiting. He's brought more 4- and 5-star kids to Penn State, which obviously doesn't mean the world of difference, but because you never know how they're going to pan out. But it does.
Were you a 5-star?
Other kids as well. What's that?
Were you a 5-star?
I was a 4-star.
Oh, son of a bitch. Why was it? Because they thought you were a basketball player?
They took a star off because of some of the pictures of my high school.
Hey, will you keep your ear to the ground in the next couple of weeks and see if you could get a vibe from the team if they're going to try in the bowl game or not? That'd be nice.
Penn State?
Well,
Yeah.
I think they're definitely going to try. They got McSorley. It's
Okay.
the last game. They're gonna try.
You never
I
know
think
betting
that.
these
And
games.
then I think the thing that you need to be
kids.
more focused on in
Student
terms
human
of
athletes.
understanding which way that game's going to go is if that first round defensive end for Kentucky decides not to play in the game.
You probably shouldn't.
I don't think you should play
I'm all
either.
for the movement of players not playing in the bowl games.
Me 3, man. Well, 2, but I assume AQ agrees with me. AQ, how do you feel about?
Do you think it's eventually going to go that way, where like all the
It feels like
top
it.
3
Sure,
round
yeah.
guys don't play in it?
It feels like that right now. Back in the day, it was only a couple guys that wouldn't do it that were like the stars. Now it's like that Kentucky guy. I never heard of him, but I assume he's really fucking good. And if I was him, by the way, I'm not gonna. Why risk it? You're about to get paid.
He just won the Nagurski Trophy last night as the best defensive lineman, I think. Right?
Like Jalen Smith went from a top 5 pick to a 3rd round pick just because he blew out his entire knee in a meaningless bowl game.
Jake Butt, too.
It's definitely interesting in the shift because Pat obviously knows about it, and you guys all probably know about it, obviously from being in Pennsylvania. But the Big 33 game in high school, right? Nobody plays in that game anymore. Like it used to be like the biggest interstate All-Star game that wasn't a national All-Star game, and then
I wasn't invited.
probably like 5 or 6 years ago, everybody stopped playing it. Now the game's like getting people that are not, I mean, Diggs, that are going to Duquesne. You know what I mean? You can get that.
All the Ivy League kids, Dick. All the Ivy League
I mean,
kids.
the FCS playoff team, Duquesne.
Oh,
Yeah. Those guys.
Hey, who Duquesne beat?
They beat Towson and Fred Flacco, and then they head up to South Dakota and lost in the snow.
You guys knew you were going to lose in South Dakota. though.
That's all they care about. South and North Dakota are the best FCS football teams around.
It wasn't pretty.
It was not.
How much you lose by?
It was like 51-14.
By the way, I lost in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, it was about that same score.
Sometimes it happens, Sometimes you're going to get got.
Yeah.
You got to get yours more than you get got, though.
Yep.
Fact. Marshawn Lynch. How's David Johnson? He's a really good player, huh?
He's incredible. They're giving him the ball more in recent weeks, and
There was a
doing
guy.
more. I mean, he still needs to get the ball more because the kid's incredible.
There was a guy in his office that bet on him being MVP before the season started.
We told him it was dumb.
We told him it was the worst decision in the history of betting, probably worse than betting on the Cardinals over under 6.5. But David Johnson is legit, huh? He's like a top 5 player in the game.
Yeah, he's incredible. I mean, he really is. He's big. He can run through tackles. He's probably the best running back in the game out in space and being able to receive and screen passes and swing passes and even splitting them out wide and getting them one-on-one with a linebacker. I mean, he's really, really good. He's 6'1". He's 230, 235, and can run.
But you guys are a game that Deion Sanders says, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Deion Sanders says that.
Why do you say that? Because we're not very good this year?
Yeah,
that's why he said that?
That's Deion Sanders' thing. He goes through the whole list of games on the day, and he predicts who wins, and then if a game doesn't matter, he has this hilarious bit where he just looks into his phone and goes, ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody care. It's awesome. And you guys have been on there a couple times. You guys have brought me a lot of laughs. This year definitely did not go how you planned. A lot of injuries happened, to you included. You got a rookie starter in there, I assume, still. I don't even know. Yeah. Josh Rosen still playing. Mm-hmm. How are things looking for the future for the Arizona Cardinals?
They're looking bright. We just got to stay healthier. We've had a nice little run of injury bug the last 3 years that has not helped us in the slightest way. We released our starting right tackle maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. And then the rest of the original starting offensive line from training camp is all on IR right now.
Jesus. That's tough. You win the game in the trenches, AQ.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so from our training camp offensive line, left tackle hasn't played in weeks. Left guard went on IR a couple weeks ago. I went on IR in training camp. Right guard went on IR a couple weeks ago, and then we released our right tackle. So
good news, good
we don't
depth
have
for next
anyone from
year.
our starting offensive line anymore.
Yeah, you got a lot of experience in the offensive line room all of a sudden from all these young guys having to play from the vets getting hurt or the starters getting hurt. That's good news moving forward. How's Rosen doing? Is he slinging the rock?
He made a hell of a play this last week. I mean, it was. You got to give the kid a lot of credit. He hung in there. We're playing at Green Bay in Lambeau in the elements against Aaron Rodgers. It
wasn't really Aaron Rodgers.
It started off on whatever. I think it was 14-14 with 5 or 6 minutes left in the game. And first down is like a loss of 2. Second down, snap rolls back. He throws it away, gets pressured. We're at third and something, gets a false start penalty. Now we're at third and 16 from our own 5, and he throws one 52 yards. Fitzgerald catches it, a pretty amazing catch. So he hung in there and let us back. We ended up driving down another 20 yards and getting a field goal to win the game. So
Larry Fitzgerald's still doing it.
He's had some good moments as a rookie, no question about it.
Fitzgerald's still doing it.
Still doing it, man.
I saw him at a golf tournament. He was palling around with the governor. We were with John Daly and the people, but he looks like a specimen of a human.
He really is, man. I mean, to play his position and do it for 15 years, he takes care of his body better than almost everyone. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he lives his life, no question. I mean, he plays tons of golf in the off season. He travels around, but he also employs a trainer to travel with him to make sure he gets his workouts in during the week, too.
That's what I'm going to start doing for Zito. January 1st, Zito, it all starts. AQ, who are you picking for this weight loss challenge?
Zito, for sure.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm excited about that. $9,999, AQ.
Whitfield's supposed to stick together, man.
Long cardio,
Yes.
in a sweatsuit, at an incline, magnesium citrate, and find as many saunas and steam rooms as you possibly can. That's my advice.
Can't wait.
We'll get you a couple of memberships.
Next time you're in town, AQ, I got you dinner.
Cut the sugar, cut the salt.
Hey, I'm back on the keto, by the way. You mocked the keto. It worked for me.
It worked for you, did it? Because I guarantee you, once you got off it, you ballooned back up to where you were.
I was only off it for 5 days, but yeah, it was starting to blow.
And in those 5 days, you put on 10 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, it was starting to look that way. Yeah, I had to get back into it with the quickness. It was tough. I had to do Thanksgiving, then the Black Friday, then we had a guy get branded. It was a lot of eating and happiness happening, and I had to get back in it. I like the keto, though, but it is difficult. It is very difficult to stick with.
I'd love to know why you just mentioned Black Friday as an eating holiday. What the fuck is going on?
Tiger and Phil.
Yeah, leftovers from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was
you
a
throw them all
celebration.
in a skillet, you mix it all up. It's an eating holiday.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Wow.
That's what you guys do. You guys go every day after Thanksgiving. I can't. Once I do Thanksgiving, man, I can't dip into the.
I like the leftovers.
3 days of
At least
leftovers.
Sunday.
What are you talking about?
3 days of leftovers. It takes you to Monday.
A little honey baked ham on a Black Friday?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know who did the whistle there, but it was spot on. Was that you, Ty?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good whistle.
Ty said that Aaron Rodgers was sabotaging the game so that they'd fire Mike McCarthy. How do you feel about stealing a win in Lambeau whenever Aaron is trying to sabotage his own coach?
I mean, regardless of whatever.
I'm joking. I'm completely joking. Ty Schmidt did say that, though, and it kind of, I said it on
I
Espen.
thought of that. And you also said fucking hammer the Packers this weekend, right? Because they're going to come out firing for the new guy.
Yes. Do you agree?
I can't speak on gambling.
Sure. Wait till you retire. It's a lot of fun, though. You're going to really enjoy it.
I bet.
You're going to really enjoy it. I've been on quite a little cold streak here. Quite a little cold streak for the last 2 weeks. But there ain't no time to get back to the present. You know, I'm going to start hammering.
What's the next Pat McAfee challenge?
It's hysterical.
I'm fucked, dude. I'm doing an Ikea. I'm building an Ikea piece of furniture. I'm doing it in Phil's living room Thursday night, though. It's going to be a 6 o'clock viewing, I think, maybe 7 o'clock. I think I got to travel on Thursday. So I'm doing it in Phil's house with his kids everywhere. Germs, sickness, all that. I'm putting this thing together. I mean, it's going to be. This is the one I'm betting against me. I'm betting against me hard. I'm not a handyman. But I do know that people who are a lot less intelligent than I am have put these together. So that's what I'm going in. I could figure this out.
It's a picture book.
It's a picture book.
The instructions are. You just got to follow the pictures.
I'm a big. If I can see something,
there it is.
I can do it. Mm-hmm. You know, if I can see something, normally I can figure her out. It's kind of been my life motto almost. So I think maybe I can do it. If it's pictures, it's good.
Yeah, it's just a book full of. You don't even have to be able to read
I'm
to do this.
I'm the same way. I can't
big
ever
news.
listen to somebody and figure it out during a class, but if you put it up on a board, I
Yep.
can figure it out.
Yeah, let me see how it works here. Oh, maybe we can do this easier too, by the way. Maybe if we just get rid of that, I think we can do that as well.
I hope you do that Thursday.
That's how I
Today.
that's how I learned how to punt, basically, watching Shane Leckler. And I'm like, I don't think I have to do that though. I can just probably do this and say, yep. All right. It was like my whole first year just watching Shane Leckler's film. Like, let's see how the fuck this old man is still bombing balls here. Okay, good. Let me go try that tomorrow. No, Shanks. All right. Can you put my video up next to his real quick? Let me. Oh, I'm nothing like that. Let's see if we can dial it in a little bit. You do that for a year, you figure it out. That's why I like Shane Leckler so goddamn much. He has no idea. We spent a lot of time together, he and I. We spent a lot of time together, and it wasn't really him. I guess it was just his film. Did you younger in your year teach anybody teach you anything in your career?
Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of the really good guys from the generation before me. So I watched Nick Mangold. I watched Kevin Mawai. I watched Dermontti Dawson growing up as a Steelers fan. I watched Olin Kreutz, who I loved the way he played in Chicago. So those were some of the guys that I watched. Nick Hardwick in San Diego.
That Jason Kelsey block on Monday night.
Unbelievable.
Awesome.
That was
Just let him
awesome.
off with one
Is
arm.
that center porn right there?
He's really good in space. I mean, there's no question about that. Using his when he gets to use his athleticism, there's nobody better in the game.
He
When
came
gets
in with
to
that
get out in front of whether it's a swing pass, a draw, a screen. If he gets to get out in space and do something, it's incredible. He's incredible at it.
He came out with that Chip Kelly offense too. Whenever he was first in Philadelphia, so that helped a lot. Him
And
moving.
that's where he really thrived, and that's where people really got to see his athleticism because he was always pulling, he was always getting to the second level, doing some things, and he's just as athletic as the guys he's going against, which doesn't really happen very often from our position.
He fucking buried that guy. That was awesome to see. I would love to know what that feels like. I have no clue. I have no clue what that feels like. Just one arm and a guy and then bury somebody else. AQ does know what that feels. He also knows how it feels to be in the Big 33 game. He also knows how it is to be in the Western Pennsylvania Hall of Fame. I am in neither of those, invited to neither of those, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. I wasn't Penn State material. Blah, blah, blah. AQ is such a good guy. AQ, I hope you get healthy, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, just keep working at it one day, buddy.
You're the best, AQ. Go back to bed, man.
See you guys.
See ya.